They were told this mission would be simple. Get in, secure the data, and leave. No one expected resistance. No one expected fear. But something felt wrong the moment they stepped inside. The silence, the darkness. It wasn't empty. It was waiting. And then, everything went dark. That's when they realized they were never in control, because Darth Vader was already there.
He possessed advanced armor and weaponry, now fully prepared for action. As the hatch opened, I slammed it shut at the last moment, but the robot braced itself with both hands, effortlessly prying open the 10-ton pressure seal. It punched me 6 meters away, then yanked me up and slammed me against the wall with a hammering blow. If my armor hadn't been sturdy enough, I'd be mincemeat right now. I activated my flamethrower, engulfing the robot in flames, but it had no effect whatsoever. Instead, it shoved me to the ground. Even a full barrage of sensor rounds barely scratched its surface. Only by using the momentum of my spear planted in the ground to thrust through the robot did I finally break free. The escape pod was about to be hammered open. I flipped a switch, releasing the Dark Trooper into space. I finally located young Yoda's cell, but the governor stood guard with his lightsaber. He slashed the blade overhead, threatening me. The governor only wanted to study young Yoda's blood. Now that the sample was back at the research facility, he could release him. But the condition was that I must leave the cruiser. I agreed to the terms and stepped forward to retrieve the young Yoda. But the governor's lieutenant ambushed me from behind, catching me off guard before I could react. Finally regained my footing. The Mandalorian spear glowed red-hot from the lightsaber's heat. The sturdy ship armor seemed utterly fragile against the blade, leaving long, narrow cracks wherever it sliced. I kicked him, then delivered a crushing blow. As we separated, I blocked his attack with my gauntlet, disarmed the darksaber, and thrust it forcefully at the governor, knocking him down. The darksaber fell to the floor, and the governor was subdued. I escorted the governor to the bridge and offered the darksaber to the princess. But the governor roared with laughter. Only one who wins the darksaber in battle can truly claim the Mandalorian throne. I have no interest in power. I surrendered voluntarily, offering the darksaber once more. The governor continued to stir the flames. In the end, the princess did not take the darksaber. A sudden alarm rang out across the bridge. Dark stormtroopers. They had returned to the cruiser using flight gear. A single one was already such a nuisance. Facing dozens at once offered no chance of victory. They moved with precision, devoid of emotion. The bridge sealed the pressure door. We assumed combat stances. The Dark Troopers approached the door and began hammering it. Just as the door was about to break, a starfighter arrived at the cruiser. A mysterious figure, clad in a black cloak, stepped aboard. Wielding a green lightsaber, he sliced through every bullet. Fully equipped armor crumbled like paper before the blade. We watched in terror from the bridge. The lightsaber became an extension of his body. The stormtroopers were no match, falling one by one in the swirling blaze. The last two stormtroopers turned toward the elevator. The arrival signal lit up. He sliced through every bullet again, dispatching the stormtroopers as easily as cutting through butter. What was terrifying was that this man wielded both the Force and a lightsaber. Every stormtrooper was reduced to scrap metal. The bridge doors opened. He stepped into the bridge through the mist, turned off his lightsaber, and removed his hood.
Are you a Jedi?
I am.
If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to check out the other movie stories on this channel. You might discover another incredible film you've never seen before. And if you like deep movie recaps like this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.